So the Academy has introduced some new rules for the 98th Oscars, and some of them might surprise you. The first change relates to actual voting ballots. The final ballots that are sent to voters will have the individual names of the nominees. This was really only being done for actors before. Now every single category will have the individuals involved. They're jokingly calling this the Diane Warren rule because she has famously lost 16 Oscar nominations. So theoretically, had the voting ballot said Diane Warren, people may have felt bad and been like, let's give her one already. I think this is an okay rule change. Why not recognize the individuals for their work? One of the two big issues last year for the Oscars was the lack of rules and clarity around AI. Remember, The Brutalist caused an entire brouhaha, and it was just really toxic. Well, now they sort of made a rule, but not really. They simply said, with regards to generative AI and digital tools, they won't hurt or help your chances of being nominated. Instead, the Academy and each branch will consider its use and consider the degree to which a human was at the heart of the creative authorship. It's not really a rule clarification, more just a leave it to us statement. I actually think this kind of makes sense because we can't just classify all AI or digital filmmaking tools together. A broad ban of it all could just get really messy. But the biggest rule change, and one that you might be surprised has to exist, each voting member will have to prove that they have watched all the nominated films in the category that they are voting for. In the past, they operated on an honor system, but last year there were tons of anonymous voters saying, yeah, I didn't watch half the movies. So now, in the final round of e-votes, the Academy will track the nominees you've watched through their members-only streaming app. Films that voters watch in person at screenings or festivals are just submitted through forms. Like many other people have said, this should have been a rule years ago. Kirsten Dunst last year was very vocal about the fact that she has watched all of the films because she's a voter, and I think it's paid off. I like all of the rules that they've added, and even if they aren't fully developed, I think they're mostly a good start. But of course, let me know your thoughts below.